All right, we are live on the air.
Yeah.
28th of July.
I love starting the show with that sound.
The
can opening.
You ever open a can of Pepsi Nitro?
No, does it make your car go faster?
No,
hey,
it probably could. It's like opening like a secret device in like a sci-fi film. It's like this amazing noise.
Oh, I thought you meant like it was like an explosion. I'm like, no, Mike, that means that someone just shook the can before they handed it to you. That's
no, it's like it's Pepsi infused with what is it? Like
nitrous oxide?
Not nitrous oxide. What do you call it? Nitrogen. Yeah. Like, same stuff they use for freeze drying and all that stuff. And it's got a little smoother taste, but when you open it, it's got like this cauldron fantasy movie magical sound when you open it.
I'll be honest with you, man, and people judge me for this, but gun to my head, Pepsi or Coke, I'm a Pepsi guy.
Yeah,
I don't drink cola really hardly ever, but yeah, when I do, on the rare occasion, if I have given the choice, I'm more of a Pepsi. I like that sweet aftertaste. I like that fucking saccharine fake sugar aftertaste. That's more me. It just is. Yeah. I make no apology. Nothing against Coke. Coke's classic, but Pepsi.
They're gonna come looking for you.
Think young, drink young, or whatever. I wish that they'd pay me to say that. Anyway,
Phil is the choice of a new generation. That's what it is.
Yeah, pushing to 40. I represent the youth of America.
All right. We're at the trade deadline. It's in progress. So at the time of this recording, there are still trades going on that still haven't happened yet. I don't know.
I'm sure as soon as we hit stop, 3 trades are going to get announced. So there's no real reason to get into that. But the only big one right now, as far as New York goes, the Mets got an outfielder last night, and the Yankees got a second baseman / outfielder.
So the Yankees got Jazz Chisholm, who I sent you that video earlier, who Derek Jeter had specifically got for the Marlins, and now that Jeter's gone, Chisholm is with the Yankees. So there's a little bit of a connection there. He's a good player. He's a former All-Star. I don't think he's played to his full potential yet. He can play second base, he can play outfield. I think it might be good to give Glaber some time off. Last night he did hit the game-winning RBI double, but that was after going over 0 for 5 and botching a pop-up.
Hey, 1 for 6 feels way better than 0 for 5, baby. Anyone who's played any sport will tell you that. Also, the amount of people, it's going to be great. I'm going to watch for this. That some recap person, like a local news person or someone who's not as familiar with baseball, instead of calling him Jazz Chisholm, someone's going to mess up and call him Chaz Chisholm. It's going to happen, and I'm waiting for it. I can't wait. I kind of want to do it just because it's funny. Because anytime you get the word jizz into anything, it's very funny. But it's also hack. It's funnier if it's not supposed to happen, and it's going to happen. Somebody who doesn't know anything about the sport is going to say Chaz Chisholm, and I can't wait for it.
Yeah,
and I hope it becomes a meme. I hope people start buying jerseys with his number with the on purpose incorrect last name. So
like Arson Judge, but dirty.
Yes, exactly.
This poor kid comes to New York. He's already getting roasted. I hope he does good. I hope it gets him excited.
I think he's going to do good. I think his personality is, and I said this to you and a couple of our friends in group chats we're in.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get a couple of really good press conference moments in the next couple of months, similar to the way, I don't know if you remember Gary Sheffield. We're going to get some really good press conference moments. I can't wait. I think he's got a big, loud personality, and I like that. And I've always said that. I think that guys who break up the business-like, boring, button-down, no beard version of the Yankees, anyone who challenges that culture is good for the team. And so I think he's going to be a better fit than everyone's saying.
Yeah, that's why I like Soto. He's got a great, amazing personality. And I'm like, it seems like he's showing up the picture with the shaking his head no, and I can see why people don't like him. But from what everybody says, he's like the friendliest guy. He's great with the fans. It's baseball. It's a kid's game. It's fun. So I like when they get these young players who come over and they have good personalities and they're fun. And, I wish they had, what's his name, on first baseman of the Phillies, Bryce Harper. He wanted to be a Yankee. Still don't know why they couldn't have got him. So we can use some of that fun in New York. So
and that's exactly what I mean. Guys who mix it up, guys who challenge the status quo are good because as much as we all love the Yankees, we have to admit on some level that they are the boring, preppy, corporate. They are the kid. They're the kid who, when they were 15, they wore a sweater vest like Rick Santorum to high school. They're the dorks of the league. They are. And look, we're fans of them. Obviously, root for the team to win, but in a lot of ways, they are stuffy and annoying. And I do understand why a lot of other fan bases don't like us and don't like the team. You think about it, like perfect example. We're going over all the City Connects. There is no Yankees City Connect. They're the last team to hold out. They're the only team that doesn't have a mascot. It's like they're on purpose being the least fun team in the league sometimes.
I think they did try having a mascot, and it didn't work out. And I know the Staten Island Yankees had Scooter the Holy Cow, but I thought the Yankees tried to do something similar.
I did, yeah. Didn't they have it was like the Monopoly Man? It was like just like a rich guy or something.
Yeah, it was Steinbrenner was the man. Don Zimmer was the mascot. That was the Yogi Berra was the mascot.
Wait, no, yeah, his name was Dandy. Hold on, I'm gonna send it to you right now if you want to throw it up. I'll. This is pretty funny. It looks kind of like maybe a bird of some sort.
It's like Uncle Sam, right?
Yeah, wearing like the Yankees pinstripe and like not like a top hat, but almost like one of those old people beach hats. It's kind of hard to describe. I don't know what years this was in existence. Obviously, it was before my time. It looks like, based on the picture I'm seeing, it's got to be the 60s or 70s, because in the you got to get this. Can you get the image I just sent you in the email, or is it going to be?
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to come over. Dandy. I'm looking it up too. Dandy Yankees mascot. Let's see if I can get something in there.
If you just go under images, it's the.
Oh yeah.
There's one where he's kneeling, and that's the one that I want to reference.
This is great.
It's so lame.
I'm trying to blow it up full screen. Wait a minute here. Okay, wait. Let me see if I can
just
share my screen.
Yeah. Share screen.
All right. How do you do this? StreamYard. All right. Present. Share screen. Don't show these tips again. And
make sure all your porn is off.
No, it's clean.
Or if you're an exhibitionist, then by all means leave it on.
There we go. Can you see that? Is it showing up?
This right here, I love the fact that there's a Marlboro ad in the background here.
Oh my god. What's Super Bopper Bat? And then he's got a do-rag on his belt. It looks like a
Marcus
dried chili
Stroman
pepper.
crowd. Yeah, that's I don't know if this is supposed to be an animal or just like a weird like Yukon Cornelius old guy. But yeah, this is the Yankees failed mascot. But see what I mean though? How this team, I'll be honest with you, this would be, if they still had a mascot like this, it'd be very funny. Yeah. And yeah, they'd get beer thrown at them. People would make fun of them, but it'd be fun. It'd be part of the culture of the Bronx. And the Yankees don't do anything fun like that.
No, really. I'm wondering why he's wearing buttons on his fur. I guess he takes his fur off. He has a pinstripe fur jacket. And then he looks like Yosemite Sam. That's what he looks like.
Yosemite, yeah. It's so anyway. Back to what we were saying before. Yeah. I think that Mr. Jizz is going to be good for the Yankees. I think it's going to be fun. It's always good to have sparkling, loud personalities in that clubhouse, as opposed to just dudes who keep their head down and act like everything is too serious. So it's going to be a good time. It sounds like he already has Jeter's stamp of approval. So I think that fans are going to embrace this guy right away, especially if he comes out today or tomorrow or the next day and does something huge against the Red Sox or the Phillies. You're going to see
tonight. Yeah.
I assume so. I mean, he was acquired early yesterday. So, I mean, anywhere in the country that you are, you can get to the East Coast in, less than a day. So I imagine he'd be there tonight. I don't know. By the way, for full disclosure, we're recording this Sunday afternoon before the Yankees Sox. So they always are the ESPN featured Sunday night game, which kind of annoys me. I like the afternoon games. I feel like baseball needs more of them. But when you're the biggest market and biggest rivalry, I get it. But
you gotta watch it. And last night's game was crazy. You had like 3 home runs at the beginning of the game. You had 2 nights in a row, the Red Sox had their right fielder fall into the stands and almost die trying to catch a ball.
They need to do something about that. Well, that wall is like 2 feet tall. I don't know why they have such a short outfield wall in their right field area.
I feel like this happens with all ballparks, but I feel like their stadium beat them last night. They missed the hit from Grisham, and between the left fielder and the center fielder couldn't catch it because they were trying to. Is it going to hit the green monster? Is it
that
not?
is an
Guys
easy
falling in the
fly
stands.
ball in any ballpark except that one because of the monster in the left field and the dimensions. It's just the nature of the beast, man. You live by the dimensions of your park. You die by the dimensions of your park. Because it's the same thing for the Yankees. When a power lefty comes in there on the road team, they're all of a sudden they're a bigger threat than they were if they're playing on the road in their park. So that's kind of the beauty of baseball, though, is because there's 30 different stadiums and there's 30 different sets of dimensions, and you have to learn to adjust to each one while you're there. It's not like football or basketball where everything is very cookie cutter.
Yeah, which makes it kind of dull. Well, I hope the Yankees get this closer from Tampa Bay, and I hope they get more relief pitching.
Like I said, as soon as we hit stop record, they're going to announce it. So it's not even worth talking about.
Dominguez is coming back, so hopefully this is signs of improvement.
Yeah. All right, so I think we're going to hop into the fun stuff. As always, if you're on the YouTube, smash that sub for us. And if you are not, then go over to the YouTube, because everything from here on out will not make any sense to you, because it will require watching with us. It will require some visuals. It will just frustrate you. It will give you podcast blue balls if you if
is that possible?
Probably. I don't know. Anyway, Mike, what do we got? What's the first video we got today?
We have a video of my wisdom teeth getting removed.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, so he's right. Yeah.
I'm all for that. I mean, okay, so for those of you who are squeamish and don't like blood, just fast forward to the timestamp we're going to put on the screen. I hope that we keep the screaming to a minimum. Hopefully you were well drugged up.
I was knocked out. It was crazy. We have a bunch of ads and we got a couple of crazy brawls. I try to pick brawls that feature something we haven't seen before. Let's start with a couple ads, and then we'll go to the brawls, and then if we have time, I had two more. Okay, ads. So let's start.
So are we doing just to get everyone prep everybody? It's Olympics time. And so I'm going back, finding as many vintage Olympics ads as I can. I thought these were both cool. So I don't know which one is first, Mike, but smash that play button. Let's go.
You can take away my shot and the past behind my back. You can take away all my deceptive moves and my slam dunk attack. You can take away my rebound, my fast and fancy play. Hey, but please don't take my gusto away. If you don't have sex, you don't have gusto. No, you don't have me. Say, man, you double dribble my gusto.
That's incredible.
That's one of the greatest ads we've done on the show yet. That was so awesome.
It was like they were playing into the whole Harlem Globetrotters, which Sweet Georgia Brown, like they have to play the fake version of it because they don't have the rights to it if you listen to the music in the background. Yeah.
Take away my hook shot and the pass behind my back. You can take away all my deceptive moves and my slam dunk attack. You can take away my rebound, my fast and fancy.
What year is this?
I am not sure.
If you don't have sex, you don't have gusto. No, you don't have me. Say, man, you double dribble my gusto.
Was that planned? That was some good choreography there at the end.
That whole ad is...
Yeah.
I want to know how many takes that took.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that took them the better part of an evening to film, for almost certainly.
Yeah, all the angles, all the people sitting around the table, the singing has to sync up.
No,
cutting has to match.
Old, I didn't know if this was like an old NBA team or something, or if these are famous players. I don't know because I don't. Yeah. It's way before my time. I mean, there's dudes rocking afros, so obviously this is at least 10 years before I was even born.
It's hard to see the
years. I'm not as good with my NBA history as I am with a lot of other things.
I don't recognize any of them. You'd think it would be like, let's get a team and they'll be a sponsor, or they just hired actors here. I don't know who any of these guys are. So
Schlitz or Schlitz Beer. Schlitz Beer. Does this still exist? Yeah. I've never heard of this before.
It might still exist. Schlitz.
Let me. I'm gonna look this up.
Is it the beer from Brooklyn and they brought it back? That's what it might be. This might be a Brooklyn-based company.
Is it
Schlitz?
Oh, it still exists.
No, it was in Milwaukee. I'm thinking a different brand. Yeah.
This still exists. Oh, I got it.
Schlitz. When you're out of Schlitz, you're out of beer. All right. Schlitz. It sounds almost like something you can't say on TV.
I was trying to think of the best wordplay joke, and I hope they have at least some point, exactly. At some point in their history, they had an ad that says, like, show you're a good friend by giving a Schlitz.
Give me a piece of Schlitz.
Yeah. Don't give me shit. Give me Schlitz.
We're the Schlit heads, like that.
Either way, this is a terrific ad. This is so good.
I like it.
Everything about this is just fun. It's just a group of guys hanging out. You can play without the sound while we do more commentating, by the way.
Yeah, I like the jacket. I want that jacket.
The jackets are cool. Everything is, I'm sure it was current day back then. And I also like the extras they hired are all the lamest, except for that one table of girls. They're all the lamest white people they could have found to
yeah. Was it Charles Bronson? Charles Bronson. He's like, after this, I'm gonna go shoot everybody because I don't know.
But yeah, this this has to be like late 60s, early 70s, if I had to guess, with the hairstyles, right?
It looks like it's a 78, and I'm trying to read the.
Is that what it says? 78.
I think that's a 70. I mean, it's kind of blurry, but if you look back
again, I have no idea. This is so far before my time. This is it just looks like fun. Everything about this is so wholesome.
Right.
Look at the amount of foam this guy poured. He didn't know how to pour beer. He just left his cup on the table straight. You're supposed to tilt your glass before you pour the beer. You get the lame white people in the back. These guys are having fun. They're talking smack. It's also by the way, it's everybody having fun, but also the unfortunate thing is that they didn't go the woke angle. It's still one table of black people and then one other table of black people on the side, and all the other tables are still segregated.
This guy in the back is so annoyed. I don't know what he's thinking, and I don't want to read his mind. He's upset.
Yeah.
They're singing now at the table. I'm trying to relax and enjoy a beer. So I don't know. Everybody somebody's got a Michael Jackson jacket on back there. Looks like
this is so cool, man. It's wholesome. If you can have a wholesome beer ad, this is the closest thing you can do to.
It's like a milk ad.
Boozing up. Yeah, no, really. It's like it's hanging with your boys. I love it. I love it so much. And then I forgot that I sent you that one. And then I think we also have. Next up, we have an Olympics ad, I believe.
This is an Olympics ad. It has something to do with Hamlet. I didn't watch it. I wanted to be surprised. I just saw what you sent. So let's play it.
This is a British ad.
Happiness is a cigar called Hamlet, the mild cigar.
What? It just came out of nowhere. That was a cigar commercial?
That's why I thought this one was fun, because you have no idea what they're advertising, because with the Olympics, you know this as well as I know this. You know if it's going to be a Visa commercial or a Budweiser commercial or McDonald's, whatever the major corporate sponsor is. But nope, it's just a very blonde dude who it ends up being a cigar commercial. It comes out of nowhere, like you said.
Hamlet Cigars. Why is his neck so long? This is what I don't. He's got like 3 necks.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's like his head is on a torch or something like that. And they filled a whole arena just so this guy can smoke a cigar.
I hope that was at least computer generated, but maybe this company actually legitimately paid like 20,000 extras to hang out in a stadium so they could film a cigar commercial. I hope that's the case. I don't know the story behind it at all.
Yeah, it's obviously looks like a sparkler from the 4th of July. It's not a real torch. You see Snoop Dogg carrying the torch? It looked like a giant blunt he's running around with. He fit right in.
He had the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever. As many internet memes said, he didn't do it. If he would have reached over and lit his and taken a puff on international television, that would have been the greatest moment in the history of sports, but he didn't. But yeah, as far as this commercial goes, I just love the fact that they don't tell you what they're advertising till the very end. So they kind of keep you on your feet. And also the fact that it's a cigar commercial and they're associating with the Olympics, because nothing says, strong lugs in peak physical athletic condition than
toxic lungs. Yeah. Burnt lungs.
Yeah.
It's very bizarre. I
love it.
Didn't really go the way. Yeah, there's people there. They really went all out in the.
And then you have the cutaway shot of the birds. It looks like it's almost gonna be a commercial for a funeral home. It's all in black and white. It's depressing and very morose looking, and then it's just a dude smoking a cigar.
It's supposed to mean something. He's like, yeah, I think I was smoking a Hamlet cigar.
It almost looks like some of these angles like a music video. Does this look like the same choreography if it's like an early 90s R&B music video? Tell me it doesn't.
Yeah.
The angles and the color.
No, it's totally, it does have an early 90s feel when they were trying to be artistic and make it look retro. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, like that little cutaway with the birds, like they're going to start, doing poetry or something. And and so all of a sudden the guy reaches up and he just wants a cigar.
What was this, 1984 this came out?
I believe this was 84 Olympics in England. If anybody knows more info about this, feel free to comment and tell us how wrong we are and stupid we are. But yeah, this is a British television ad from 40 years ago. I thought was a lot of fun.
What's more British than something that just lacks complete emotion of a guy who doesn't care smoking a cigar at the Olympics? The Olympics. Them and the French have that.
They're very nonchalant about things.
Yeah, they're
big fan.
Okay, so it's weird.
Artsy. It's
artsy.
It was an artsy Olympics commercial.
A student film project.
We keep it as weird as we can here at Nosebleeders. We do.
So we got some fights now. These are some fights. These are things that we haven't seen before that I was shocked by. I don't think we'll ever see this again. We'll go to the first one. This is...
Well, what sport?
This is baseball. These are two baseball fights. So this is 19... Let me see. Which one is this? This is 1984. Oakland against Cleveland. And you'll have Dave Stewart pitching to Julio Franco. And let's see what happens here. So he throws inside.
How long Julio Franco is in the league. Didn't Julio Franco retire fucking 5 years ago or something like that?
56.
Yeah.
So we got Julio Franco. What happened was the previous batter hit a home run. So Dave Stewart's pitching. So he throws inside the Julio Franco. So now they're going to talk it over. This is Cleveland manager Pete Corrales. He's like, Dave, you're a jerk. Why'd you throw out my guy? Oh, yeah, you're a jerk. Now he's going to approach him.
Oh, my God.
And he hits Dave Stewart. And Dave Stewart knocks him down.
That's the closest thing we ever get to the Don Zimmer moment is that right there. You never see the manager charge the mound. And he does a little jump elbow thing and then he just gets flattened.
It's like there's Joe Carter. There's another angle of it. I mean, this was he tried the ninja kick him there. And then you'll see Dave Kingman. He'll hop in on Oakland. He's throwing some crazy punches. You'll see him in the middle, 26th. He's leveling somebody.
He's out for blood. This is a good one.
This is crazy.
I appreciate the Oakland vintage uniforms with the stripes on the sleeve and the waist. Yeah. Those are cool. Yeah. Those are sick. There's
pedophile Mel Hall, and then there's they're walking him back. Yeah, well, I didn't do nothing. I'm happy you let him. Blah blah blah. Is it Dusty Bay? I might be Dusty. I was trying to remember the names that they were saying. Yeah, it's Dave Stewart's getting all riled up again.
This is amazing.
They're holding two guys, but yeah, they're pissed. This was something. And here's another angle. And then we're gonna go to some interviews. There's audio for this.
I like how the manager falls over and everyone was so eager to fight that they just completely ignored him falling over. It was probably like a 60-something-year-old man falling like, all right, you know what? He's cool. Yeah. I gotta get into this fight.
Bobby Bonds.
You tried to kick me, little sissy. When you can't whip somebody, you try the next best thing. Kick. He's a woman.
I don't care who it is. Dave Stewart, anybody else. It wasn't a very smart move, but I had to do it. I'm going to protect my players.
That's amazing.
He called him a sissy.
He called him a sissy. He called him a woman. I can't believe
it. Well, back then, sissy was slang for the F word.
You can't whip somebody, you try the next best thing. Kick. He's a woman.
He's a woman. Look at that image.
Yeah. It's kind of like candy ass. It was a term that you used to refer if you were a little bit of a not in favor of the alphabet people, to put it nicely. So
is that Bobby Bonds, Barry Bonds' dad? I think it is. Yeah.
Or is it Young Barry? I don't know. It's the same number, 25.
Well, he's on Cleveland, and so this, I guess, they do kind of like you can't tell because of the color of the.
He called him a
video.
Now, was this all ripped from the same video?
No, it was a very short clip, and then I found something that had a bunch of different news highlights. So I pulled all these different angles.
I gotta say, I don't know where you got this, but shout out to whatever person clearly had this fight videotaped on VHS and like found it and took the time. He's like, no, I think the world needs to see this and put it up on YouTube for us to find. So shout out to that person. This is a good fight.
Yeah, outside of Don Zimmer, I've never seen a coach manager attack a player. And apparently Pete Corrales is a tough guy.
Well, and you also never see it at the beginning. He falls down and everyone just forgets about him and just
they totally.
They're just like,
Don Zimmer, they helped him up. Yeah, I remember Eddie Pettit like helping Don Zimmer. Like, are you okay? What? You're right.
Well, the difference between the Don Zimmer moment and this is that the fight was already going on when Don Zimmer tried to go at Pedro, whereas in this fight, the manager started the fight. He came out. He was the first guy to charge. He tried to kick him, and then he gets knocked over, and no one pays him any attention. They just you feel bad in that moment. Incredible. Yeah, no one tried to help him up. They just all joined.
So we'll go to this next one because
I hope he benched a couple of his players for that. But he was like, "No, one of you tried to bring me ice. You all just wanted to fight."
Right? Yeah. You're going to the bullpen, but I'm the second baseman. You're going there anyway. You know. So
you're pitching the eighth today.
You're pitching the eighth. All right. So this one is interesting because it's a Braves against the Reds, and actually, you'll see a lot of people associated with the Yankees. John Sterling is actually the announcer in this one. We'll try to play audio.
Yeah,
but let me start this up. So
leading off the bottom.
So it's bottom of the first. Claudell Washington, who would end up on the Yankees, he hits a home run off of Mario Soto. Right, this is like the first inning. So then in the third, he brushes back Claudell Washington. Claudell Washington's like, okay, that's kind of messed up. He grabbed his, I don't know what that was. Then here's his third at bat. Claudell Washington loses his bat. So he's like, let me go get this. And as I'm going to get it, this is my opportunity to start a fight. And that's exactly what happens. Look at the umpire. Boom. And then Mario Soto hit him with the ball.
Oh, this is a good one. This
got ugly fast. You're going to see Bob Watson, former Yankees GM right there. He was between Gene Michael and Cashman. He was fired for trading for an injured Pat Listash, I believe, the Yankees. And this is a little crazy. You're going to see Joe Torre at some point. And John Sterling is doing the announcing for this one, which is kind of cool. And this is July 1st, 1986. There's Bob Watson.
A few months before I was born. I like the Atlanta uniforms. These took a while. They didn't bring these back a few years ago, but these were the pullovers with that light blue. You didn't see this for a while in Atlanta.
Yeah, and he is pretty livid here. And then
clearly.
There's Joe Torre. I think Torre was the manager, obviously, at that point. And so here's the replay. So I'm guessing he threw his bat on purpose.
I don't know, man. That doesn't. Maybe. You have to ask him. Do you have an interview of him calling this guy a sissy too, or
no? Unfortunately, Claudell Washington has passed, so I don't know if he ever interviewed about this fight. I believe somebody said he did. So, but now, look at the umpire.
Also, I like how Washington is such a brawler that he took his helmet off before he got into a fight. He didn't pull a Jason Veritek. He's like, "Nah, I'm gonna fight you the real way," and he took his helmet off and is like, "Let's do this."
Look at
Soto. A ball at him.
He hit him like his own teammate, I think.
You don't see that very often. You don't see someone throw a baseball at point blank range. That actually has to hurt a lot.
This is Braves coach Pigman. What's his name? It's the Italian guy. He's gonna have somebody whacked. Yeah. But he got hurt. I want to hear John Sterling talk.
He might have hit Joe Pignatano, the first base coach who was coming over for the Atlanta Braves. Here's another look. He's trying to hit Claudell. He did not hit Claudell, but he might have hit Joe Pignatano, or he might have hit, well, there's why plate umpire Lanny here.
Holding up for Claudell over Mario Soto, but, if you're going to fight, you have to fight. You don't throw a baseball.
That was John Sterling at the end. Sounds a little southern there. I don't throw a baseball. That was
that's
a
a
good one.
solid one. That's really funny. I mean,
Yeah,
you don't
never seen
you don't see that very often where you throw the bat and then you walk out there all stealthily like oh, nothing to see here. I'm just walking slowly kind of towards the pitcher's mouth, but not just kidding, it's on. And he just whips his helmet off and throws. Now that's a good one.
So
good job. Good job for finding these.
We got 2 more ads. These are kind of interesting. Let's go to, I think, is it this one?
Welcome back to Olympic coverage. Now, the pommel horse is a great chance for the USA to move up in the medal race, and this young man is probably our best hope for gold. He's off to a good start. Oh, man, what form. He's really making this look easy. Into an L. To a handstand. Amazing. Here's the dismount, and he sticks it.
Bud Light, proud sponsor of the 96 U.S. Olympic team.
Now let's check in at the pole vault finals, where we're going to see some people do.
I gotta say, is that person a famous gymnast that they hired for this ad?
I don't think he's famous, but it's impressive that he's doing this on a bar.
The reason why I ask that is because the Olympics were so big back then that it was a bigger part of culture than it is now. It wasn't sort of like a sideshow like it is now. There was actually a movie that they made called, I think, Gymkata, based off of like a gymnast who became like a martial arts fighter or something.
Oh, really?
And so I want to know who that is. That if that's an actor or if that was just a like a famous former Olympian or something that they put in this ad.
I don't know. Terrible haircut, but
no. This is what year was this? This early 90s?
96. It was
exactly.
90s
that was the 90s cut. That big switch to the side.
The big cut.
That was it. Also, Bud Light, which if this commercial were released now, it would be considered gay for some reason, because that's how people react to things in culture. But this is a good ad. I like that. That's a lot of fun with the bar, the empty bar coming in the afternoon.
Right. After a few Bud Lights, we know people in bars who try to get up on the bar itself and do stunts. And I don't know if they would stick the landing like that, but probably fall backwards on their ass. But
and the thing I like too about this ad is that is how, like, there are those bars that are set up like that at actual bars here in New York. And what I think the origin of this ad was, and this is just a fake story I'm making up, obviously, is that it's almost like the guy whose job it was who worked in Bud Light's marketing. Right. He hadn't handed in his proposal yet. He was drinking at the bar, and he's like, well, what if we just like had a commercial with like guy, the gymnast on that? And he just like submitted that the next day to his boss, and they're like, you're a genius. And then they made this ad.
You're the president of the company now.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
All right, that was good. All right, now this last one I happened to see on Instagram. It's a little interesting. I don't know. It's Billy Martin for Yankee Franks. Apparently they were Yankee hot dog. I don't know if they were affiliated with the Yankees or they were just called Yankee Franks, but this is Billy Martin for Yankee Franks.
Hi, I'm Billy Martin. Whenever a team goes out and wins a big game, I like to have them over to celebrate. How does Billy Martin satisfy the whole team of hungry ball players? Hey, no problem. I just pick up some Yankee Franks on the way home, then throw them on the grill, because I know that Yankee Franks and baseball players go together, like Yankee Franks and baseball. Dig in, man. You see, the Yankee Franks have the taste that takes you out to the ball game at home. Colonial makes them.
Okay, there's a lot to unpack there. Also, shout out to Violent Disco, because we find a lot of ads on that channel. And so if you like this kind of stuff and you don't want to hear our commentary, Anyway, I have a lot to unpack here. A lot to unpack. First of all, he is not a good actor. He is very nervous. His lines almost feel, it's almost like they just did this in one take. Yeah, it really doesn't sound all that. Also, have you noticed that there are no condiments on any of these hot dogs as the kids are eating them? You really think any of these children would be eating hot dogs without at least ketchup on it? Yeah, give me a break. Come on now.
Yeah, knowing Billy Martin, they were probably glazed with gin or something like that. So he should be in the Bud Light commercial. I don't know, but yeah, these look disgusting. I wonder why there's no more Yankee Franks. Now you know why. Nobody ate the salad.
Well, also too, look at the bread to meat ratio. The buns are a solid 3/4 of an inch longer. These are bad.
Yeah, look,
these just look bad.
That's all bun right there. You didn't
all
get
bun. It's all bread.
Bun. Yeah. So
that's not a way to. I feel like he brought them over. It's not a winning game. He lied to us. It's a losing game. He brought the team over because they lost, and to punish them, they had to eat Yankee Franks with no condiments on them.
You know, like if you're a dad of one of these kids and they say, "Hey, we're gonna go to Billy Martin's house. He's barbecuing hot dogs." I mean, I don't know if that's.
No, I'd be like, no.
The father would go, yeah.
Yeah, I'm calling DCF right now.
Right.
We're not messing around with this. Okay.
Yeah.
How dare you feed my kid a hot dog without anything on it?
I like that his pants matched the tablecloth. That was the style.
What year? Do you know what year this was?
80s,
maybe. I have no idea.
I think it could be. Yeah, I thought maybe the 70s. You know, and he's got a reputation for being a guy who yells. I mean, he's a manager, and he's so like just wholesome here. I make hot dogs for the little league guys, and they come over and we eat them. And
yeah, again, I feel like they did this in one take, and the director was like, "Fuck it, good enough."
Yeah, I think grilling on the front lawn. Is that at the front of his house, or is it the yard?
No, it's a backyard. It's got the screen door and
yeah. I don't know. It's
like that kid's buck teeth, that little white kid's buck teeth there. That was good.
Yeah. That's a young
available at Sloan Supermarket. What did it say? Available at Sloan Supermarkets and what's
Sloan's Net
and Met food stores.
Oh, Met food store. Oh yeah, the Mets didn't even have their own hot dogs. The Yankees did. Met food store. Yeah, Yankee.
Oh no, it does have the Yankee logo on it.
Yeah,
so yes, this was apparently directly associated. I mean, there's all kinds of the official whatever of the Yankees. I mean, especially if you live in the New York City area, you see it everywhere. Like the Yankee logo is on the side of garbage trucks. It's on like ice cream. It's everywhere.
Oh yeah,
Well,
there's if you ever see by the garden, there's that parking garage and it says like park and lock, and the N is the Yankee N.
Nah.
So yeah, I mean it's a New York symbol for a Yankee logo, but yeah, I wonder like if
the best actors in that commercial are the kids who are pretending to enjoy plain hot dogs. I can't get over it. I'm sorry. I've been stuck there the whole time.
Yeah. I wonder if like Steinbrenner said, "All right, we're going to market the team. We're going to sell hot dogs." And he calls it Billy Martin. He's like, "Billy, we need you." "Oh, the manage? No, we need you for hot dogs." Billy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. What is it? What is it? Lettuce on the table? Spinach?
I was trying to see. It looks like just like a vegetable platter, but like
tomatoes.
There's just like sliced tomatoes. But so unless there's burgers with these hot dogs,
yeah.
What's the point? Like, well,
you're not going
to put sliced. Yeah, exactly. You're not going to put sliced tomato on the hot dog
and let it. And it looks like there is ketchup and mustard, but it's in a bowl. Like, what are you gonna? Is it dip?
You take a spoon and scoop it on there? Like what?
But no.
What planet was this filmed on? None of this makes any sense.
It must be Canada.
Also, if you'll notice, the kids, their shirts, there's no uniform logo or team name or numbers on it. These are literally just plain V-neck shirts they had the kids wear with plain ball caps to try to make it look like it was a little league team.
Yeah.
But yeah, see, there's no number. This is
the guy. He's got his arm around his buddy's shoulder there, and then I don't know what this is.
And it looks like his daughter there. Is that a daughter who like?
Yeah, like is that? Or
she was upset that she got dragged to the game and she didn't want to go.
I don't want to watch baseball. Yeah.
Billy
Martin. It's he's a living legend. Well, he's not living anymore. I'm sorry. Let me just say that. I slipped out. I think once per episode, I do let something slip that is just stupid and unintentionally offensive.
Unfortunately, in his honor, we went over that commercial. So
great Billy Martin.
Hanging out with Mickey Mantle. I hope he's not looking down from heaven and looking at us like, you fucking assholes, you little douchebags watching that commercial.
No, he's probably yelling at Boone.
Yeah, he's probably sitting there going like, your bullpen management's terrible.
The analytics.
All right. On that note, we had fun, and we hope everyone enjoyed if you watched the whole thing, we hope you enjoyed it. And smash that sub, and let's go watch the Yankees lose now.
Yeah, well, I hope not. But yeah, let's go watch the Yankees, and we'll see you next week. How about that?
All right. Yeah, go team.
All right.